Look at that. Dude getting abducted by an alien. Indian wings, big mushroom, UFO looking thing. It's pretty cool right here. You know, if anyone's ever had a UFO encounter with something crazy. I'm gonna say this is an interesting video or vlog I'm gonna make. You know, I've had some pretty interesting situations where, you know, I believe the government has pretty advanced technology. You know, and my theory is that, you know, and you could do your research on the human body. You know, we're comprised of about, what is it, like 80% water, you know, 80% water, metals, you know, we have zinc, magnesium, copper, nickel, or whatever. We have all this stuff in our bloodstream. We're made of certain elements on the periodic table, H2O, you know, tissue, blood, and things of that nature. We're organic, and machines can affect that. You know, lasers, radio waves, ultrasonic, you know, I just got a sonogram not too long ago. All these different things, x-rays that we have, can affect the human body and can affect liquid. You know, I believe you can heat it up or freeze it and stuff like that, and you know, that can mean life or death for a human being. You know, so, you know, and satellites, if you think satellites in space, they can aim down with pinpoint precision, and they could, you know, perform certain operations, which is pretty interesting. You know, obviously there may not be too much proof. I've heard things where, like, we can take down nukes from lasers in the atmosphere and in space, you know, with that sort of technology. How accurate it will be, who knows, because, you know, governments will send a lot of decoys, and it'd be hard for the laser to really get all of them down. You know, so hopefully that never happens. But, you know, other than that, you know, I just wanted to, I guess, kind of make a video on pen testing, since I'm into cybersecurity. And I was just here at this shop, and this is the corner of this place I know. And you know, obviously, you know, pen testing is about breaking in without authorization. I don't have, you know, I'm not going to break in, but, you know, how would people do that? Bypass alarms, taking out power systems, bypassing security. Maybe you're not supposed to break through windows, but they say there's 100% way in all the time with, you know, red teaming, which is pen testing, red team operations. There's 100% way in all the time. You could break into any federal government system, if you really try hard enough. Nation state actors get in all the time. I mean, the government used to be really unsecure. We used to use Kaspersky in government systems, which is, I believe, I think might be German or Russian or something like that. It's really, I don't think it wasn't very trustworthy, and, like, you know, so they put back doors in the systems and stuff like that. They could see everything we were doing. You know, nation state actors, they and you could hear on Darknet Diaries. It's a podcast on Spotify, Darknet Diaries, that, you know, North Korea and other nation states, enemy states, will, you know, they attack us, they get ransomware, they get money from our US companies and people and stuff like that, and then they clean it out in casinos and stuff like that. That's how they money launder at casinos, and probably other methods, right? And they'll just do transactions via Bitcoin. And I want to make some videos on that later, you know, because there's certain ways to be a lot more secure with cryptocurrency, to where not even the government can seize your assets, and they'll never really be able to, you know, recover them or get them from you or steal them from you or confiscate, you know, them, unless you really give them access. And, you know, if they have you locked down or send you to prison or something like that, you could still maintain secrecy. But if they, you know, offer you a lighter plea deal or something like that, you might consider, you know, just giving them access if you really have to, depending on the consequences. So, you know, red teaming, pen testing, alien and government technology, all sci-fi shit, I guess. But, you know, that's what I'm researching and what I want to discuss. And also, you know, just to make this interesting, and most of these videos are really for friends and family. I have a few friends because I lack trust for a lot of people. They just use you, and then they want to go have fun and party, do drugs and shit, and someone's gonna end up dying or getting in a fight or throwing up and getting sent to the hospital or something stupid like that. So I don't trust too many people, but these videos are mainly for friends and family, and also people that I love and care about. So when you can see I'm driving right now, and I'm pretty much by myself. I'm a pretty good driver for a psych patient. You would think that, oh, this guy's on medicine. I haven't been in an accident in years. Like I've really never been in an accident, except like one time, and that was like I was really distraught and distressed and really messed up, and I did get in an accident, but no one got hurt. I've really never hurt anyone in an accident, and that was when I was younger, when I was just learning to drive, and something happened where I was just mentally had a breakdown or something like that, you could say. But let me turn the light on. I want to say that as an adult, never been in an accident since I've been out the hospital, since I've been out the psych ward, and that shows a lot, because I've had some pretty close calls. Really, other people almost hit me, and I have to really have a lot of defensive driving skills to not get killed. And it sucks because I want to leave this message to some of my younger family members that if someone has their blinker on and you think they're gonna turn, and you start pulling out, like they might not turn. They might just have their blinker on because they forgot it, or they have their blinker on as an accident or whatever, and they just keep going straight, and if you pull out, they're gonna crash into you. Like that's where I almost died, and they swerved out the way. Luckily I didn't get hit. 2 vehicles had to swerve out the way, so that wasn't really my fault. Now if someone has their blinker on, I just wait till they pass or till they turn, because a lot of people don't. I see all the time, people just trying to get somewhere, and they see a blinker on, they're like, oh, they're gonna turn, they just they just pull out and they take off. They just risk it, so that's how my father died, in a car accident. Someone just ran a red light, really, and he was on his way to work. So let's see, I'm gonna go get some drink. So I think it's very dangerous out there. If you think of all the car accidents that do happen, a lot in Texas happen when people are drinking and driving. That thousands just in Texas, so all over the nation, all the time. People get drunk and they're not smart enough they don't think it through, they don't plan ahead, they don't take a taxi, or they don't have a sober driver, a designated driver, and they get in an accident, someone gets killed. Sometimes they kill someone else. So with all that, just be as careful as possible. I was gonna say John Nash. He made a movie. I forget his name. I think it's Russell Crowe, or I think that might be his name. But it's called A Brilliant Mind with John. It's about John Nash. He's a mathematician, a professor, and he established the game theory, which is widely used today. If you heard of it, look it up. And I can't explain it, but it's something to do with competition, or like businesses and stuff like that, competition in nature, and just some sort of mathematical equation, in a sense. He died in a car accident. He was old. He was schizophrenic. If you saw the movie, he would write a lot of government entities, real paranoid. He had a wife. I'm not sure if he had kids, but he died in a car accident. So whether or not that's his fault, I don't know. He was schizophrenic, so there's and that's what I'm diagnosed with, schizophrenia. So I'm like, sometimes I think, can that happen to me? And it almost has, and it can happen to anyone really, but with me being on medication, I do everything to counteract my medication, so I could be the best driver, the best, most competent and physically fit person I can be, in case I have to, speak my voice, in case I have to argue a point, in case I have to battle it out in court, defend my position, hold my ground, in case I have to, run or whatever I have to do, fight, speak, defend. You want to be as physically fit and mentally fit as possible. So I do take a lot of vitamins. Maybe I'll make a informational video on that later, but I take pretty good amount of vitamins, comprehensive vitamins, and even for my brain, I take lion's mane. That's good for memory, neuroplasticity. It's good for neural function, neural activity, your neurotransmitters, probably your synapses and all that, communication between the neurons and transmitters. So that's what helps me when I do get on the road and I'm driving to visit friends or family or make an appointment or go to court or whatever. I'll probably make a video when I go to court, but I make sure I drink some coffee or something, because medication can make you drowsy. It can make you cognitively function at a lower level. That's what it's designed to do. They're designed to be CNS depressants, central nervous system depressants. And it not only slows down your organs so you're not hyper, because they don't like hyperactivity. They don't like you speaking fast. If you say something that upsets the doctors, psych doctors, they will drug you up. They don't care. They'll get scared, or they'll think they're doing the right thing, or they just want to get paid, make it look like they're doing their job. They give they give medicine like it's candy on Halloween and shit like that. So obviously, where am I at? Let's see here. So medication's also going to slow down your brain. If it's slowing down your organs, it's going to slow down your brain as well. And I've seen people die in the psych ward from being over medicated. It's sad, because they'll be rotting from the inside out, and they'll smell really bad. They won't shower. They'll sleep outside in the grass, in the dirt, and they just start decaying from the inside out because their organs not functioning. So they got like gut rot, and they're smelling really bad, and then their organs just cease to function. And the doctors just say it's an accident or a side effect, unforeseen side effect, or pre-existing medical conditions, and that they're wrong. These are people that I feel like doctors are so high, they feel highly educated, but they just read some books that spent a lot of money on college and crap like that. They don't do surgeries. Psych doctors don't do heart surgeries or any surgeries, brain surgeries. That are not brain neurosurgeons or anything like that. They just give out medicine, call people schizophrenic, psychotic, bipolar, and they just force medication on a lot of people. And so it doesn't seem like they might take notes and progress notes and psychiatric notes, and just it's kind of like babysitting a psych patient. But they feel that psych patients are beneath them. Maybe they feel that they're a burden on society. They always ask us questions like, do you feel like you're a burden to your family? And crap like that. It's like, some people might, because they don't make much. It's hard for them to get a job. They're not smart enough, or they're just physically incapable or whatever, and they feel that they're a burden. So the doctors might feel like if they're in a psych ward, they don't want to take care of them. It's a waste of taxpayer dollars and stuff like that, and they just they feel that they're just going to over medicate them and kill them, make it look like an accident. Back in the day, if you think of John the Ripper, it's like not too many people really cared about prostitutes getting killed, and it's the same these days. Even in America, if like there was a prostitute that got killed in San Antonio and there was a small investigation, but they got away with it. The killers got away with it. And because the police resources are not going to be heavily utilized on a prostitute, on someone who's like, especially if she's older or she's a person of color, because they're like, well, what good is she anyway? Like, she's probably spreading disease. Or they want a good functioning in society to where people are competent, people are smart, people respect each other. And comes back to the honor system, right? The honor system, doing the right thing whenever you can. Like for her, like, sometimes you got to look out for yourself. They say it's a dog eat dog world. Dogs will do what they have to survive, and it's cutthroat competitive, cutthroat competition wherever you go. People are competing for jobs, people are competing for everything, and people are competing for the salary of certain jobs. And I just got to this coffee shop, This is where I like to go. This is my vlog, and not too many people will see this. I doubt, I'll become well known or anything, but this is for my friends and family and people that I love and care about. And I'm not gonna make too many videos where my fort, my outpost, my base, my compound, or whatever you want to call it, my pad, my place, my bachelor pad. And I'm not going to give too much information on where I'm at, but I do live in San Antonio, and this is the west side, and I know people around here. And this is Black Rifle, I can't zoom in, Black Rifle Coffee. They support law enforcement, they support veterans, first responders. So it's a good place. I get some stuff here and use the internet and stuff like that. And maybe I'll make some more videos. Black Rifle Coffee Company. So maybe I'll make some more videos. There's so much stuff out there already. It's like, how can I really carve out a niche, right? Credit cards. There's so many things on the dark net that if you're really struggling and you're willing to risk it, if it's life and death, if you have to eat, well, you could get on the dark web and download a list of credit card numbers, get an encoder and maybe an embosser. You could get on Amazon. Pretty much, it's like, it's a capitalist country, it's about money, so you pay for that stuff. You get on the dark web probably, but some you could get on Amazon. Smart encoder, credit card encoder, and then you could swipe the information from this downloaded credit card information from the dark web and swipe it on a magnetic strip of a blank credit card. You could buy blank credit cards, and then you could go out and buy stuff anywhere you go, right? You have to be careful with the limit because you could get caught. I'm not recommending this. I'm saying that's how they do it. As a pen tester, red team operations, you have to catch people like that, skimmers and stuff like that. But I'm saying in some countries it's not illegal to steal food if you have to survive, to stave off hunger, right? If you're going to starve to death and you're stealing food, you're just trying to survive, right? So if you have family, you got kids, and even if you don't, if you're all alone in the world, a foster kid, or your parents died, or you're an orphan or whatever, and you have to survive, the best way to do that is getting into technology. Nowadays, it's a digital thing, and people have insurance, companies have insurance, a lot of stuff is covered, and as long as you don't take too much, you're just doing what you have to get by. Hopefully everyone's insured, and they could just recover their assets. But so let's see, am I here early? This is a longer video than I wanted to make. I guess some other things I'll talk about in the future are like a little bit of hacking systems, scanning, vulnerability scanning, using tools to figure out where the holes and vulnerabilities and how to exploit systems. And there's so much stuff out there already. I'll just give a quick brief overview. If you really want to get into it, you find it interesting, then you can take a program like MIT is what I mentioned. Stanford has a program. Harvard has a executive leadership type of cybersecurity program, and there's a lot of schools out there. My Computer Career, Cybrary, Try Hack Me, InfoSecInstitute.com, and even EC Council. You heard of EC Council? So EC Council has tons of courses. There's digital forensic courses. You want to get into digital forensics, analyzing people's hard drives for embezzlement or illegal activities. You can work for law enforcement. This is Black Rifle Coffee Company. I support law enforcement, first responders, veterans. I'm a veteran, so I'm supporting myself too, obviously. I don't make too many jokes. That was kind of dry humor, but so yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think a lot of this stuff is very powerful technology. Once you start getting into the power and possibilities and potential of cybersecurity technologies, you'll understand that the dark web is extremely powerful and dark. People sell organs, people sell drugs, people sell, there's human trafficking, people sell human slaves and stuff like that. It's like, you know, so it's like the silkroad.com by, I think, Rick Ross or something like that. Some dude created the Silk Road, and that's where you could buy any drug, any weapon, any gun. You could buy fake money, fake credit cards. You could buy all sorts of illegal things. You could buy humans, right? Human trafficking, organs, if I already mentioned that. So like, that's how dark it is. There's people out there that are killing people just for their organs to make money and sell it on the dark web. And so I try not to get too involved in it, but if you want to work for law enforcement, you can catch people, take them down, and rescue people. You could protect people and protect them from harm, and possibly save people. I believe there were some sting operations here in the U.S. where 32 or around 30 kids were rescued from some sort of you know, ring. So, and they were rescued in a sting operation by the FBI or something like that. So, you know, hopefully you never find this spot. I don't, you know, want too many people trying to. I've had people follow me around before. You know, I have no idea. And sometimes they're just really into tech too, and I don't know who they are. Or I don't know if I could trust them. But anyway, for my friends and family, I love you all, and for now, I just want to leave like a time capsule, and this is like my time capsule, right? Maybe in the future you'll see these videos and remember me in my younger days, if I make it to my older days. So, you know, that's the goal. I have ambition, I have heart, and I'm trying to do things, try to do the right thing. It's about following, abiding and adhering by the honor system, you know. So that's all, and you all have a good one. You know, do the right thing, pay it forward, have a buddy system, and do what you can to stay safe. See you.